Good morning. Time to make the coffee. I'm just finishing up the hazelnut decaf. I think I have enough for one more cup. And then I'll have to drag something out from my stash. And I'll have to replace whatever I get with a new one. Because that's my strategy. I'm saving money on food, just replacing what I have in my stash and whatever fresh food I need. So today's high is only going to be 54. It's cold and windy and damp. Not the best day, at least not outside. So it's a great day inside for lighting a few candles and just getting cozy. So yesterday was a pajama day, which was very nice. I needed to R&R from all the activities that were going on. Even if it wasn't me doing the activities, it was still a stressful situation. So sometimes after stress, you need just as much rest as you need after physical exertion. At least that's what I find. So I've tried to contact the handyman, and it's not looking good for that. He didn't answer me. I asked him if he was interested in getting it done, and he just never responded. So I hate that. You know, at least get back to the person if you made a commitment and say, no, I don't want to do it anymore, or, I need a little bit more time, or something like that. But a lot of people just don't even bother. It's like, no, just forget about it, which is really annoying. I don't know. I think that's just bad manners, and it's bad for businesses, too. So, all right, let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. Oh, that's very hot, but it's good. So I think I'm going to have to start looking around for another handyman, and maybe one of these days I'll get the rest of my list done, but it's not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. So I know when he came over and he started looking at all the shrubbery and trees and bushes that I have, he kind of got the deer in the headlights look, and, he was kind of saying, well, you could do this and you could do that and blah, blah. And it's, he was pointing out some really plain landscaping around where I live here. And it's like, oh, this is really overgrown, like he's trying to shame me. And it's like, I know. That's why I'm calling you. It's like, duh. If I didn't need it trimmed, I wouldn't be calling you. I don't know what people think. I just don't get it. But anyway, I do have a chainsaw, and I have one of those little saws that you can use too. But the problem is the chains keep coming off the mechanism, so I would need to have those repaired before I can use them. And I've used the chainsaw before, and my mother, bless her heart, up until a year or two ago, now mind you, she's 94, she was still using her chainsaw to cut down bushes. So, yep, that's my mom. She is one tough lady. She's always taught me to be very self-sufficient, but she doesn't have a lot of she doesn't have the arthritis or the fibro or any of that, so that impacts a lot of what I can and cannot do. But I try not to let it stop me. I try to carry on as best I can. So anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee now, and then I will meet you at the budget book. All right, back at the budget book. So today I get a red check mark because I gave my grandson some money for his birthday. So that wasn't like over the top, but you know, you got to acknowledge holidays and birthdays and special days for people. At least that's my opinion. You can't always have nose to the grindstone, even if you're on a really, really tight budget. I don't know, I think it's important to take some of that money and, you know, spend it on other people or spend it on a little bit of fun. I think that's important. So it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but, you know, little things count too. I think in our society we've gotten to the point where if it's not big and expensive and, you know, that it's not worth much, but I don't agree with that. Sometimes it's the little things, you know, spending $10, $12 on a lunch with a friend, or, you know, buying yourself a little treat every now and then, even going to the dollar store and spending $10 or $20. Or, you know, if you like to go thrifting, have a certain amount that you put away for that, and then go enjoy yourself, because that's important. Or if you like to craft, you know, save some of that money for some of your craft supplies. And then, you know, or if it's paints or beads or whatever your thing is. So that's my take on things. Gotta allow for that too. Otherwise, life can get pretty mundane, and then it's not fun. So, and I mean, there's a lot of free things you can do too. You can go for a walk. You can, you know, if you have a cell phone, you can take that with you and take pictures of nature, even taking pictures of beautiful leaves in the fall. All these things can give you pleasure. Sometimes even doing a little bit of exercising, if you have some dance DVDs or something, popping those in, that can be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's very important. So today, I don't plan on spending any money, but I don't know, my daughter was talking about going to an Oktoberfest down the street, but we don't have any fast plans to do that. But if that materializes, what is the problem? Really? You have to go out again? All right. Well, I better let these guys out. They were just out. I guess they didn't finish up what they were supposed to do. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, well, here is my brunch this morning, and I know some of you are going to think this is weird, but my mom always made the best potato pancakes. And my favorite way to eat them was on Italian bread with some butter. And I just grew up eating that. So I didn't want to go through the bother of making potato pancakes, but I had these potato patties in the freezer, and I had some Walmart Italian bread, and so I buttered the bread, and this is going to be my brunch this morning. So give it a try if you like potato pancakes. They're really delicious on Italian bread. All right, well, I have some sour cream left in here that I want to use up, just a little bit. So I put that on my potato patties with a little bit of salt and pepper, and it's very tasty. So that's about as cheap of a brunch as you can get. Although the potato patties have gone up quite a bit in price. But I do like to keep those in my freezer. They're great with eggs on top. or just to eat for a dinner as a side. So I always keep those stocked. All right, well, I'm moving some furniture around today. Nothing heavy, just some lightweight stuff. I'm not happy with this corner. I don't like the way this looks. So I want to switch some furniture around that I have and see what I can come up with. I mean, this is just a decorative corner. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but I have a little cabinet I could move over here, and then this can go in the dining room, I'm thinking. Now, this was a table cabinet that I bought for painting. And I'm not painting because where I had it tucked away, it was in a corner and it was just too much bother to pull it out. And I really would like to start painting again. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this so that I'll start using it. So over here, my microwave is still waiting for the handyman. Anyway, moving on. So I want to put the painting cabinet over here. It was way over here, tucked in the corner, and I just can't use it over there, and I need the light to paint, so I want to move some of this stuff somewhere else. So I think this is going to go in the living room behind my sofa, and that way it'll be easy to pull that little table out, and then I can paint here by the light. Anyway, that's my plan. So I'll come back and show you all this once I get it done. But over here is the little cabinet right there that I want to put in the first corner that I showed you, because it's small. So I don't know, there's just too much stuff in here. This is all my painting stuff. It goes on top of the cabinet there. But I just need to rearrange some things and declutter some things. And that's what I'm doing today. Well, I can already tell this is going to take me a couple days to switch around and put back together. So I got my plants reorganized, but this would be so much easier if I didn't have this stupid microwave in the way. But I have to wait. So anyway, I got my painting stuff over here and my French easel right there. So it'd be real easy to pull this out now, and I could do some artwork. That would be great. So I got that much done. But there's still lots to do in here. I have a big mess on my table. This is all painting stuff that needs to be, something needs to be done with it. This is one of my paintings. I wanted to give it to my daughter. I don't know if she has a spot for it, but I painted that, maybe 3-4 years ago. So that's on oil. And then I'm working on other paintings. I've got, well, let's see. I've got this one going. A little dusty. I've got that one going. That's not finished. And I've got this one going. That's a beach scene. That's not finished either. So I have lots of paintings that I want to get done. But I started this one, but that's not anywhere close to being done. And that's it for now. So I need to get all that organized, and then I want to work on this corner too. This room was not a mess like this until this morning when I started pulling everything out. And I have more painting supplies here, which could potentially stay there. But I've got all these notebooks in here, and I want to put this little cupboard in the other room, but I don't want all those notebooks in there. So I have to find another spot for these notebooks. I have recipes and things in there. So I'm just trying to reorganize things and get rid of what I don't need and pick up what I do need. So we'll see. Like I said, this is going to take me at least a couple days. So, all right, well, I'm going to carry on. I moved one of those plants in here in the living room, and I like it there. And then I found this big piece of material that I have that I want to fit on the couch because the hair doesn't stick in there like in a lot of material. But I have to cut that down and sew it up, and so that's a project I have going. And then over here, I moved some more of my plants in here. These are avocado trees and a money tree and some bamboo, lucky bamboo. But I need to repot some of these, but I just moved them over here into my foyer. So, yes, I have a lot of plants. All right, well, I'm taking a little bit of a break. I have my whole downstairs just all torn apart. Sometimes when I get into the downsizing, declutter mood, that's what I do. I shift things around and I use something here that I used to use there. And just to save some money, I try hard to reuse things rather than buying new things. Now I was looking on Amazon today and I found a really nice little, it's like a wicker basket corner storage thing. And I have it in my cart. It's $109. So I'm thinking to myself, because I didn't like the way that one corner looked, thinking to myself, what else can I use that I won't have to spend $109? So that's why I want to empty that little cabinet with all the notebooks in it, because that would go really well in that corner. It's the right height and it's the right size, and that way it'll give me a little bit more storage in that little living room corner. So I'm trying my best to reuse what I have, and if that doesn't work out, then I might go ahead and get the other little wicker cabinet because I really like it. But I don't know. I have plenty of furniture that I can move around to different places. I have furniture upstairs and downstairs and in the basement, and sometimes just rearranging stuff. I used to like a show. It was on HGTV, and I wish they still had it. I think it was called Design on a Dime. Anyway, they had these designers that would go in and reuse things that people had. They'd restyle things and refurbish things. I used to love that show. A lot of the HGTV shows now are just, I totally lost interest in them because everything is high-end this and high-end that, and, it's just, it's all too much. So, yeah, I miss that show. I think they still have some older versions on YouTube. I think that's what it was called. I think it was Design on a Dime. But anyway, so I don't watch HGTV anymore. I don't need to rip out my kitchen cupboards every 10 years and get a new kitchen, and the same with the rest of the things in my house. If they're a little outdated, so what? You know, I mean, you can always stick a coat of paint on something. I'm not a big, huge fan of antiques. I never have been, but, you know, if you can find an old dresser and make it look nice, why not? But a lot of the antiques are really heavy pieces of furniture, and I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to get lightweight furniture that I can move around the way I'm doing now, and that way, you know, if I get a little bored with a room, I can always redecorate it, or but I do have too much, so I do need to get rid of some things, or at least box it up and maybe use it at a future date. So that's always something that's doable. So I'm going to relax here for a few minutes. I think I'm going to have either a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and I'm going to have a little bit of chocolate, and well, it won't be too long, it'll be dinner time. And tonight I have these little pizzas. They're like personal pizzas that I got from Costco. The last time I went and shopped, not when I went and got the dog food, but the last time I went and shopped there. And I think I might just have those for dinner. I'll just stick them in the air fryer and call that done. So, all right, my friends. I'm probably not going to get too much more done today, so I'll video more of this continuing saga tomorrow and see how much progress I can make, because I'm kind of getting worn out here. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. Reuse what you have and save some money. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.